to 800 to 96 to U uniform K kilo region 13 to 806 U uniform. And now number 8, the morning kinesis relaxation.
Mrs. Pollinger, allow me to rephrase. Do you believe in stars? Aldebaran, Sirius, Rigel?
Well, I know what stars are.
You know, there is sort of a leap of faith in logic to believe what our eyes see. And stars are, in fact, our true progenitors. Every molecule inside of me and every molecule inside of you all came from inside a star. Mrs. Pollinger, do you ever suffer from feelings of weariness?
Yes.
I thought so. That's it. Perfect. All right. Mrs. Pollinger, if you don't mind my saying so, the central problem in your life is that you've become untethered from what created us. This is only a toolbox, what I might call sort of a Swiss Army knife of the soul. Mrs. Pollinger, I get the strong impression that you have been under a great deal of stress. Hi.
Mrs. Katberg? Your door appears to be ajar. I'm breaching the threshold. Mrs. Strohclute? Mrs. Strohclute? Mrs. Strohclute? I took the liberty of collecting your mail. It's safer in here.
Anyway, he was defending himself, making excuses for calling me at 1 in the morning to fix a date. Last minute, as usual. So I said to him, I don't care if you're a porn artist. You treat me with respect.
Hello there.
Goodness. Big piece of equipment.
That, dear lady, is a metrum corporis. Cranberry juice, please.
What's that when it's at home?
Well, it measures... do you mind if I ask your name?
Patricia.
Hope you don't mind if I ask your surname.
What for?
Courtesy.
Begum.
Well, Miss Begum.
Patricia.
Patricia, then. Are you familiar with the Roman poet and philosopher Lucretius?
Yes.
Well, for the sake of our discussion, I think it would be best to leave his atomic theory out of our conversation. Very refreshing. Miss Begum, are you aware that humanity has come a long, long way?
Well, you tell me, Mr.
Norman Pug.
You tell me, Mr. Norman Pegg. If humanity's come such a long way from what, apes? And apes have come from monkeys, and monkeys have come from rabbits, and rabbits have come from frogs, which have come from fish with little hands that come out the sea. If we've all come such a long way, then how can a woman like me spend her Saturday nights being courted by a man who takes her to the swishest restaurants in town? You know, them ones where you press a button to get served champagne? Well, Prosecco. Anyway, a man who takes a lady to those places and orders oysters and steak omelettes and chocolate leave-alls.
Chocolate.
And then takes a 20-minute lavvy break when the bill comes, leaving me to pick up a £160 tab, literally, because he's full of shits. Massive, massive shits.
Would you like to be free of those errant particles that affect our purity?
Yeah, I guess.
Excellent. We'll take a second.
Police today remain on the lookout for a man wanted in connection with the suspected killings of 2 Mudshrob-on-Sea residents.
Good.
The suspect is male, above average height, heavy build, is an American or has an American accent, is softly spoken, and wears thick-rimmed glasses. Police advise residents to stay vigilant and not approach the suspect at any cost, as he may, according to an unnamed witness, be involved in an odd and murderous cult.
Just going for a wee.
Mrs. Stoneshell? My I have a feeling today may be your lucky day.
Pattern here. I see you have our book. I expect you have some questions.
Why them?
Excuse me?
These women. You killed them.
No. These women aren't dead. They're merely at the end of their cycle.
But you ended their cycle.
I did not.
Then who did?
Well, you see, death is like a costume, like a wig or a fanciful hat.
Why are you here?
Do you know much about atomic particles, gentlemen? If I might. Thank you. Perhaps it's my turn to ask you a few simple questions. The universe is a turbulent place. It can seem as though chaos and disorder rule our daily lives. We search for patterns that aren't there, and we're oblivious to paths that might lead us beyond. I can tell you from my own personal experience, it takes a very specific journey back into our very matter, to our very being, in order for the soul to finally transcend the mire and achieve freedom, symmetry, wholeness. And so, if I might, let me begin.
Both the Palermo stone and Manetho's
Where is he?
record 17 and 34-year cycles of kingship.
Question number 1. Do you ever feel confused?